If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well.
Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again and welcome to episode number 175 of the Career Mode Road to Glory here on FIFA 15. Our first port of call is to bring in James Ward-Prowse on a pre-contract for the start of next season. We've been able to agree a £50,000 a week contract with him. Delighted to be able to confirm that transfer. We're still trying to work out exact details with Ricardo Kirchner and Alphonse is it Alveola, perhaps? We'll find out in a second. It's Areola, apologies, I thought it was a V. Alphonse Areola, the goalkeeper from PSG. So hopefully we'll be able to work out deals for them in the not too distant future. Also having a look at Santiago Arias, the right back from PSV. Obviously very, very quick, and a player that I know will perform well because he played very well for me in the streams that I did with PSV earlier on in the year. So looking forward to hopefully bringing him in. Getting bids in for Kwesi Appiah. Now obviously Kwesi's 30 now, will be turning 31 by the time the next season comes around. Not too sure whether Kwesi will be here much longer. I'm going to be rejecting offers for him this window because I don't have the money to bring in a replacement, but we are bringing in Alphonse Areola. He has accepted the £70,000 a week contract. We're going to have a new goalkeeper this time next year. Still rejecting offers for Kwesi though. He's valued at 1.3 million and the bid's been ranging between 1.1 and 1.6, but I'd like to get upwards of 2 million for him in the next summer window if I possibly can. Confirming though Ricardo Kirchner's contract signing as well, so that's 3 new players that will come in at the start of next season. Ricardo Kirchner, the left winger, James Ward-Prowse, the centre mid, who can play at right mid and at right back and at cam. And obviously we're trying to get in Santiago Arias to join Alphonse Areola as well. And Arias has accepted the contract offer. So that's 4 new players coming in for the start of next season. And I think that's most of my money now spent in this window. So we won't be able to bring in anyone else this particular window, I don't think, unless anything else changes between now and transfer deadline day. We're third in the table at present though. Southampton down in 10th, so we're hoping for a decent result here against a side that do cause me problems. They really do. And Wilfred Boney for them up top has always caused me issues whenever we've played against Southampton. I think they knocked us out of the cup either last year or the year before. I might be wrong, but we've played so many seasons now in this career mode. It's hard to tell which season was which. They start to blur into each other when you get so far in. This is obviously our 4th season in the Barclays Premier League. Wilfred Boney starting up top in a front 3 with Lloyd Isgrove, and is it Josh Sims at left wing? I think it's Josh. You'll have to let me know in the comment section down below if I'm wrong, and let me know what his name actually is. It might be James. I think it's Josh. I'm pretty sure it's Josh. But anyway, James Ward-Prowse. We are talking about a James in this one. He's playing against us. Obviously, we've just signed him on a pre-contract for next year, but he's involved in the move that sees Southampton take the lead. Not the most orthodox way to try and get the ball away from your goalmouth, to be completely honest, and in the end it just drops to Wilfred Boney, and for the umpteenth time in this career mode he scores against us for Southampton. But Sadio Mane whips in a great cross here, brilliant header by Yusuf Poulsen, and that is so unlucky not to go in off the post to bring us back on level terms immediately after they'd scored. They're in the box though, trying to dance it around. Really rash challenge there from John Stones. Quite fortunate that he didn't make contact, otherwise that might have been a penalty to Southampton there. But they still have the ball on the edge of the box. I am a little bit more tentative now, trying to get the ball back off them if I can without giving away a penalty. In the end, somehow, after 2 or 3 deflections again, it drops straight to Lloyd Isgrove, but luckily for me, he put it wide of the post from about 10 yards out. He's involved again, as is James Ward-Prowse, back out wide to Ryan Bertrand here. He's going to cross the ball in. Wilfred Boney wins the header, very good header, and now it's their turn to hit the post with a header from about 10 yards or so. Really good arcing header by Boney, just couldn't quite get it to arc enough and bend enough to get inside the post. Ours hit the post and went across the goalmouth. His hit the post and went wide. So into the second half we go. Strahl Georgiev back in the starting lineup for the first time in a while. Obviously had a couple of chances from the bench recently. He has a good shot, well saved by Cillessen. He actually got caught as he had the shot there, shooting on his right foot, which is obviously his weaker foot. Strahl Georgiev is left-footed. But the cross comes in from the corner from Geis. Don't know what Cillessen was doing there. Came to try and punch it out. Completely missed it. And John Stones, our captain for today, scores the goal to bring us back level, but Southampton came back at us coming up the other end then. Just a few moments later, Nathaniel Klein trying to get a cross in, well blocked by Timo Werner, who tracked back really nicely actually. John Stones involved in the move again, playing it up to Strahl Georgiev here, and what's the run from Paulsen, cuts across the defender and catches him off guard, and he's just too fast, can't catch up with him, the defender, and it's in a simple case of just racing away and slotting it past the goalkeeper to give us a 2-1 lead as we headed towards the final few moments of the game. Nice first touch by Georgiev there, didn't really get past the defender the way in which he might have wanted to with that nice flick, but he does turn inside the defender. Good save by the keeps, but really unlucky from Akore there. He tried his best to keep that out as Georgiev tried to put it into an empty net, but he kind of just knocked it inside the post even more so than it was going before. Tried to get it around the wrong side of the post and it didn't work. We squeeze it inside the woodwork and that's a 3-1 victory for us against Southampton. Really solid second half performance, to be completely honest. Really pleased with that. Still getting offers in for Kwesi though as we head into the final part of transfer or the transfer window. We've got another game against Hull in the FA Cup coming up a couple of days before transfer deadline day. We are still getting the odd offer in for Johannes Geis as well, but I'm not thinking about moving him on just yet. He still hasn't grown as much as I might like him to, though. I'm quite disappointed that he hasn't been able to hit 80 rated so far this season. Hopefully, by the time the summer window comes around, he will have hit 80 rated and I'll have decided to keep him. If not, I may see fit to replace him, but obviously we are thinking and contemplating about sending Julian von Hark for a lot of money and perhaps improving the squad in numerous positions rather than just getting 8 or 9 million for Johannes Geis. Maybe we could get 28 or 9 million for Julian von Hark and improve throughout the squad. But it's actually Ivaz that starts this game ahead of Johannes Geis. A couple of introductions to the first team here. Paul Downing coming up to the starting 11, as well as obviously the aforementioned Ivaz coming into the starting lineup for Johannes Geis. Hull were going to have their first chance of the game. Acrobatic effort from them, and then an acrobatic save from Marcus Hutchinson. He's able to keep it out though, and we're going to come on the well, not necessarily the counter-attack because it's come from my keeper and we've played it out to a wing-back, but they have a few men back here, but we are actually going to work the opportunity. Nice turn by Georgiev, turns inside really nicely, shot on the right foot again, and John Ruddy just clutches it straight to his chest immediately. Really comfortable save for him. I was hoping that Georgiev could have drawn a similar sort of save out of the goalkeeper like he did against Sillison, or at least or maybe even scored the goal. But Paulsen has his header go wide a few moments later. As you can see, after Hull had the opening chance, we were definitely on top. The feet from Paulsen in this entire run were just brilliant. Squares it back to Ivaz. He is left-footed, so I cut onto that left side. But John Ruddy, the former Cambridge United goalkeeper, of course, is in goal for Hull City and continues to keep me out, unfortunately, playing against his former side. He left us in 2004, I think, to go to Everton, and then obviously went from Everton to Norwich. And in real life, he's still at Norwich, but here on FIFA, he's now moved from Norwich to Hull City, and he's making save after save after save after save to keep me out so far. I'm not really too sure why Paulsen decided to head at that. It was the perfect height for a volley. I tried to hit it first time, and inexplicably, he tried to head that as it was about a foot off the floor. Just kind of did a squat and then headed it. It took a deflection and went wide, but nothing came from the corner. So I made a couple of changes. Alvaro Vidillo able to return to the first team picture off the bench after missing a few months, actually, with an injury. Then they come forward with 10 minutes to go. Nice first touch actually by Sawyers, and then eventually turns inside and has the shot and scores. So only their second shot of the game to go on top of their opening effort in the game, and then just pure domination from us for the rest of the game. And they have themselves a 1-0 lead. Brilliant, buzzing, thank you very much. Alvaro Vidillo turns inside. He's going to get it inside to Callum Wilson here, who also came onto the pitch as a substitute. Tried to squeeze it into that near post, but again, John Ruddy turns it around the post for a corner and nothing came from it. So despite completely annihilating Hull for the entirety of the game, we go out of the FA Cup at the 4th round. Really disappointed with that. Roman Sawyers is the man to score the goal, and despite 11 shots, 6 of which on target, they have 1 shot at the beginning, 1 shot at the end, and that's enough to see them through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. I was rather annoyed, to be completely honest. Rather annoyed indeed. But continuing to get offers in for Johannes Geis and Kwesi Appiah as we head towards transfer deadline day. Or I think we may even be in transfer deadline day at this point, and we get a big offer of 8 million from Benfica, but still turning those down because we only have a couple of hours left in deadline day. Now we do get a bid of 17.5 million from Tottenham for Strahl Georgiev, but I'm going to continue to turn that down. Someone mentioned in the comments section a couple of episodes ago a very good point that I wholeheartedly agree with. in the background here, I'm just going to be scrolling through the players, or scrolling through the teams, sorry, as you can see, so you can see which teams have done what in this January window. But yeah, someone made a very good point about Strail George. If we brought him in League One, was it, the Bulgarian, as a free agent, and as we've moved up through the divisions, he has improved all the way and stepped up to every challenge that we've faced as a team, and he's faced personally. He's continued to grow and has scored goals at every level, so it would be wrong to sell Strail Georgiev. He's been the man for us, kind of like Ricky Lambert, the way he led Southampton through the leagues. Strail Georgiev has done the same to us, but rather than jump at some money and send Ricky Lambert to Liverpool and do the same with Strail Georgiev, we're going to keep hold of our Bulgarian star, and he's going to stay as one of our #1 strikers alongside Yusuf Palzin. But as you can see, we've had the next round of the Europa League drawn. We're going to have Stade Rennais in the round of 32, so hopefully we can get through. We got to the semi-finals last year of the European Cup, or of the UEFA Cup, or Europa League, sorry, UEFA Cup, show my age there, and hopefully we can at least get that far, if not go further this year. We are, though, on course to qualify for the Champions League for next season. We are level on points with Chelsea, and with a game in hand on Manchester United, both of us are only a point behind, so the title is still on, and we are 7 points inside the Champions League spots with a game in hand as well, so we could really do with a win in that game in hand, not only to keep ourselves in the Champions League spots, but to keep pace with Chelsea, whose goal difference is better than ours, so they will be above us on goal difference if we continue to be on the same amount of points. But things are going very well for us at Cambridge right now. We've signed 4 very good players on pre-contracts for next season, but that is going to bring today's episode to a close. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course, as always, and subscribe if you haven't already. There will have been a Barcelona episode earlier on this afternoon where we're also looking to get some new transfers in, so check that video out if you missed it. There was a My Player last night, of course, as well. I will be streaming tonight. It will be Football Manager over on twitch.tv/Chesnoy Gaming, so check the link in the description to my Twitch and to my Twitter to follow me on both of them so you know exactly what's going on. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.